Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles, and I'm going to be doing the guidance for the month of April. And thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you had a wonderful Easter. It was a little bit early this year, and all of you are catching back up again with things, and it is the start of a new month, so obviously we've got a whole lot of new energy for this month, and a lot of us are saying thank goodness, because we've been hit so hard with the different energies that have been around us for the month of March. And I do know from experience and from a lot of people that have been coming to me, that a lot of you have been hitting sort of rock bottom in the month of March, and different experiences happening to you that perhaps have caught you off guard, and it's been really hard to keep the faith and keep the energy high and the vibration high for yourself. But I do feel that April is going to be one of them months where we're still up and down with things, but that we're learning to deal with it a little bit easier. Again, the energy of March was different and high and hard for some of us, although we were working a lot on our blueprint of life, and we were working a lot on our soul purpose, and working out our actual spiritual path, and finding, releasing from a lot of different things, and having a lot of energy and memories and issues come up for us that were difficult for a lot of us to deal with. But for the month of April, let's start fresh and let's just have a clear mind as we're going into it. I've got a few messages to bring through for all of us, and I'm going to also do a message for the elements from upside down, from the energy oracle cards, which I don't know whether I've actually used on videos before, but I felt since we're having so much energy shifts and changes, I might use those for the elements of fire, air, water and earth, and just see what messages come through for us. But first, I've got a little bit of information for the month of April here that I've got written down in my book, of course. So I'm just going to go through this with you all. Now, the angel that we're using for, we're talking to the overseeing angel for April, and also the overseeing angel for those who are born under the sign of Taurus, is Asmodel. And Asmodel is bringing the energy of what is of worth, asking you what is really of worth to you, and also to see the beauty and the love in everything. And again, we know that this is hard, especially when life is difficult, but seeing the beauty in all things. These are some of the key points for us all. Places of beauty, seeing the beauty with all things, and within ourselves as well. Creation, so we're going to be doing a lot more creating this month, or if you do want to bring creativity into your life, this is one of the angels that you could actually call on for assistance. So creation and the arts as well. For those of you who are actors or directors or producers, or wanting to get into that sort of thing, or maybe you're producing music or working on music, you could actually ask Asmodel to sort of be by your side and help guide you with your life path. It brings, the energy of Asmodel brings harmony into our life, a life review, or sort of like a contemplation of different things that you've been doing, or different memories or different issues that you've been experiencing, and sort of reviewing them, and maybe making some slight adjustments to your life as well. Bringing blessings to us that are sometimes in disguise. Life progressing really quickly. So where in March you might have been on the waiting end of things, like waiting to receive an answer about something, or waiting for someone to call, or waiting for that new job offer, it seems that things start to progress really quickly. And also our finances changing, and this is also abundance on all levels. So we're starting to learn how to bring the abundance into our life as well. The gemstones that you could work with, Asmodel, are rose quartz, sapphire, azurite, emerald, and just your normal regular quartz crystals, because Asmodel is the energy of pink, bringing in the that love vibration and the beauty of things. and that softness as well, and also bringing that love back to ourselves. If you like essential oils, you could use neroli, frankincense, ginger, chamomile, or rose. To connect, you can use pink candles if you want to create an altar or an area in your house where you're creating energy for your angel work, or your spiritual work, or whatever. Now, I was going to put that down there because I've got a message from Asmodel as well. But I just wanted to say that, not everybody believes in the energy of unconditional love, which I feel is the energy of angels or spirit guides, or our loved ones on the other side, or even what people call God. I feel that that's the energy of unconditional love. And a lot of people don't necessarily believe in it, but they will believe in the power of positive thinking, and that they've got a life purpose, and that they're trying to keep their life flowing easily. So I do mention about the angels because that is the energy that has helped me come the furthest in my life. And I've had many times where I just stopped talking, or listening to the angels, or talking about them, or even my spiritual practice, I stopped doing it for quite a while at one stage in my life, because of the negativity that was coming towards me in my own life. And I just didn't feel like anything was helping. I didn't feel that even the things that I was believing in spiritually were actually doing anything. And it was almost like the negative aspects of life, or the negative energies, I guess you could say, were sort of trying to steer me away from what I believe in. And perhaps this is something that's been happening to you. You feel like you're being steered in another direction in your life, and maybe so many bad things have happened that you can't believe that there'd be anything out there supporting you, or guiding you, or loving you unconditionally. Because I know that when everything's going well, it's easy to believe that there is a God, and that there is, when people say there is a God, amen kind of thing, or there is that positive energy out there. It's hard to believe that when we're in our really bad areas of our life, that we're actually being lifted the entire way through it. We don't feel like we are, but then we're being sort of carried. Which reminds me of that Footprints poem that used to be around, where everything was wrong, and people said to Jesus, why are you forsaking me? And he goes, it was then I was carrying you. And that always brings me great relief. But yeah, there are areas in the spiritual practice where some people are very forceful about their beliefs and what they feel and what they do, and it must be this way, or it must be this way. And I really guess I just wanted to point out that I believe in the freedom of spirituality. After all, what's the point of being spiritual if you're still stuck under some sort of rule, or some sort of regime, or some sort of way that controls you? So I believe everyone's free to believe, feel, do whatever they want, as long as, obviously it's coming from the intention of goodness and, the intention of love. There's really nothing wrong with anything that you believe in. If you want to bring in the negative side of things, and you want to be down on everything and everyone, and you want to be that way, then that's your choice as well. But it also means that you're drawing more of that energy towards yourself. But there are some people that is their sort of thing in life to do that, and maybe by having people like that in the world, it's actually helping us to actually change and grow and be different than that. Because if we were all the same, it would be kind of boring, wouldn't it? But I just wanted to point out that you have your own spiritual beliefs, and you've taken bits and pieces from everywhere. You might have been raised religiously like I was, and then you've come to your own understanding of things. I guess there's people that assume that you might be a certain way in your life, or assume that I'm a certain way in my life, but without realizing a person's background, or understanding a person's background. So I really feel, even for the month of April, that this is a big thing for us all, where we really need to be not only accepting of ourselves, but accepting of everybody else, and let people do their own thing, and let people go their own way. And this is also the energy of Asmodel, asking, what is of worth to you? What is really worth your time? What is worth your effort, and what is worth your energy? Is it worrying about what everybody else thinks of you, or whether you're doing a good enough job, or whether you have done enough in something, in some way in your life? Is that really worth your time? Or is it progressing, and leading by example, and, sharing positivity, and, opening up about your beliefs and things like that? I feel that does more for us than anything else. As we grow, then we can show others the way, just by example, not by telling them what to do, for example. But anyway, the energy of Asmodel is very understanding, and very giving, and very accepting. And I do feel that the angels are always trying to bring the message of understanding and limitlessness and acceptance of the self, and you're doing your best, and that's all that's needed. Living in joy, and when you're living in joy, you're in that high vibration, and that's when your intuition is spot on, and when you're hearing the messages from the divine, which it might just be a sense, because for me, that's how it works for me. Everything for me is a feeling, and that becomes a knowing, and then it becomes words. Like it's all happening instantaneously. Some people can see really well, as in with their own two eyes. They can see things moving around. But for most of us, that would freak us out a little bit, and we'd probably block ourselves right up. So you're going to have to learn to adapt to the abilities that you have, and work with them, accept them, and allow them to grow. And just remember that each and every one of us are born with abilities. We're not one person gifted, you're gifted, so you should do this and you should do that. No, we're all gifted, and we're all born that way. We're all special, I don't know where we got the idea that we weren't special. Something happened as we were growing up, or whatever, where we felt stupid or useless or dumb, or that we wouldn't be anything special. I don't know where we got that from, anywhere specific anyway, but it's just there with us, that we feel that we need to do so much in order to achieve, or go to someone else who might know more than we do, or look somewhere else for information instead of looking within ourselves. So Asmodel's really bringing in that energy of the divine to all of us, and I really hope that you just relax and feel that energy with you right at this moment while we're talking, because there is a bit of an attunement going on as you're listening to this recording today. So I want to go on with the I will read the message from Asmodel at the end, but I actually might go on with the energy oracle cards and see what message comes up for us. So I'll work with the fire signs first, which is, now I haven't written them down, so I'll have to memorize. It's Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. Sagittarius and Aries. Okay, and your overseeing angel is Archangel Michael, okay, bringing in that fiery element. Now, it doesn't matter about these messages, okay? If you resonate with the water signs, then go for it. Listen to that one as well. But let's just see what the message of the month is for the fire signs. Let's go. Alright, these are big clunky cards, aren't they? Okay, so here in this particular, hopefully you can see it. Okay, we've got the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Okay, it's funny because this one came out and I was just talking about Uriel yesterday. Now, the 7th chakra, okay, so that's your crown chakra, alright? There's more than 7 chakras, but we're just going to work with these. So, Uriel's holding, in this particular picture, it's actually showing, hang on a minute, it's showing a female angel, but actually holding like this book of knowledge, okay? So you can open up the information from the divine by opening up, obviously, your crown chakra. Now, a lot of people get the top chakras open and we forget about the rest of them because we really want to get information up here. So it's important that this is all balanced. And there's a little exercise called the pillar of light, and that's by just imagining like a ball of white light on the top part of your head, and it sort of spills down through the body into the heart area, and you're imagining it in the heart area, moving from the heart right down into the earth, okay, and then bouncing back to the heart, to the crown. Okay, so this pillar of light is building up from the crown to the heart, deep down into the earth, coming back up to the heart and up to the crown, and this sort of seals this light energy within the body, and also allows, you know, more information to start coming in. So this particular angel is saying that perhaps you are blocking your, you know, information from the divine. Maybe you're feeling like you're just not getting anything, or you just can't hear, or you just don't know. And this is not just about angels, this is just about general wisdom, you know, universal wisdom. But please just learn to stop the negative talk about it that says I can't, and just say, you know, I am, and I'm doing it, and it's already happening, and I believe. And once you start saying this enough, it actually becomes a reality for you, and everything will start to change. So remember that you have that deep wisdom within yourself. We don't need to look anywhere else, we just need to look within. But while we're doing that soul searching kind of thing, we might feel that we're drawn to different people on the internet or on Facebook or whatever it is that you go on when you're looking for information, and always pick up bits and pieces from that. But it's always within yourself. And if you activate, you know, the way that I was just showing you about the pillar of light, you know, just a ball of white light, okay, and then just imagine it coming down into heart area, down into the earth, back into the heart, back up again. And this, see, as I'm doing that, this light just comes over. It's cool. You know, you can really start to activate that while you're cleansing the rest of your body as well. So listen out for the messages from the divine. So that is for all the fire signs. Alright, so I'll just put that aside for a minute. Now the water signs are, Archangel Gabriel is overseeing the water signs, and it is Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, okay, are all the water signs. Now, a lot of times I used to think to myself Aquarius was a water sign because I heard that aqua and I thought that's a water sign, but it's actually an air sign. So, okay, water signs. Archangel Gabriel helping us to talk. Let's see what message we all get. Alright, they're clunky, these cards. Okay, so in this message we got the word contract. Okay. So let me just study this for a second. Alright, I'm not using the book or anything like that. Okay, so this person is obviously got the scales of balance going on there, but they're blindfolded as well. So perhaps this is saying that you're not seeing a situation very, very clearly, but there's all these books and things here as well. So it is saying that you do know what you're doing, and for the month of April, you are going to be in this sort of a juggling act. There is a contract perhaps that needs to be signed, or something that comes up that requires you, or like something legal that comes up as well. It just requires you to really think first, like don't act too quickly on this, is my feeling, because you may be, because of the blindfold there, you may not be seeing everything clearly. Okay, so the month of April brings a little bit of caution to the water signs. Just be careful before you sign anything, but also trust your intuition on different things as well. But don't be blinded by other people's, the word is coming to me. Maybe someone's giving you and offering you something that is too good to be true. Okay, and usually it is too good to be true. So, you know, just trust yourself this month. And this is also talking about study. The word study is coming to me. So if you've been thinking about studying something, maybe you're studying law, or this also looks to me like psychology in some way. If you're interested in counseling or anything like that, this is giving you the go ahead. But again, make sure you read everything properly, you know, read all the information before you sign things. So a little bit of caution for the month of April. And if you do that, everything will be totally fine. Right, so then we've got, let's say we've done fire and water, so now we'll do the air signs. and Archangel Raphael is overseeing the air signs, and the air signs are Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. Alright, oh boy, this is really testing me today. Okay, so I'll just close my eyes and we'll do the air signs. Alright. And you got this beautiful card called the Temple Path. So the air signs, looks like you guys are really heading in the right direction, and there's going to be some sort of rewards for the efforts that you've been putting in so far. The Temple Path also has, well, it's like lots of fairy lights and things. So it's just also talking to me, and this is not coming from the book obviously, it's just talking to me about the enlightened path, and just to bring you into awareness of the fact that you are already enlightened, and that is actually the key to enlightenment, is to actually discover that you already have this enlightenment within yourself. And this is just saying, look, you know, things are changing, you're growing, you're learning, the energies are crazy, as we all know, but you are on the right path, and you're going to see a real balance and harmony come into your life. But just again, this word acceptance is very, very key for you at the moment. So the Temple Path, remember that you're already enlightened, and you know that there are blessings coming your way, and you're on a very, very lovely path indeed. So there you go for the air signs. And the earth signs, which is obviously Asmodel is one of the overseeing earth angels, but also Archangel Uriel, and that is Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. Alright, you guys are the earth signs, so here we go. Alright, okay. Alright, now I could have been a cheat and not chosen this card. Alright, but there is a message here called Broken Heart. Now obviously this could mean on one level that there might be a relationship issue, okay, and you're feeling like you've got a broken heart. But the biggest message that I got from this when I looked at it was more grieving. Okay, maybe there's someone that you're grieving, and I feel that even though sometimes this might be very fresh in your mind, this might be something that happened quite a while ago, but you've been getting memories of it, or you've been needing to talk about grief, or you've been needing to help others with their grief, and it's bringing up all kinds of old trauma for you. And it's also a message for you that even though you're feeling brokenhearted, and even though you're feeling like, you know, you're at the lowest of the low, that, you know, you are still loved, and there's nothing that you've done wrong, and there's nothing that you could have done that could have been different or better or anything. You know, when people leave us, this is always a decision that we've made, you know, together, even if we don't feel that way at the time. It actually always is, and it's always for our growth, okay? But if you're grieving, or if you're sad in any way, you know, this is going to change, you know, this is going to heal in time, and grief really never does go away. We just find different ways in which to cope with it. This is also like a hello to you from your loved ones on the other side. And you know, if you are suffering from a relationship loss, please know that wherever there is any losses in our life, it's always for us to have something better. You know, if it's not this, then it's something better. And I really like that outlook, because it's sort of very, very helpful with you know, us trying to get over things. So broken heart for the earth signs, you know, just be aware of your feelings and emotions, and know that it's okay to feel things. You don't have to suppress things. You know, let things out as a really good way of helping you to heal and grow and change as well. So we've all got some different messages for the month of April, different energies going on for each one of us, but definitely highly sensitive to different things going on. And you know, we've been feeling like the biggest thing is like the empathy for me, is, you know, not being sure whether it's my own feelings that I'm feeling or someone else's. So being sure that, you know, cleansing and clearing yourself and putting yourself in that golden pyramid of light, and just imagining it boom, boom around you, you know, glowing around you, and it protects you from anything. But if we don't have it there, we can be very vulnerable to those lower energies, and we don't want that as well. So finally, to finish off the message today, I'm going to read you the channeled message from the angel Asmodel, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this month's guidance, and everything's going to be different for us as we get used to the different energies that are on the earth at the moment. So here we go. This is a message from Asmodel. Dear ones of light, thank you for continuing your path even when you have been faced with discomfort and trying circumstances. Negative influences have been trying hard to get your attention, but as you value what is of worth, you begin to see areas in which your time is spent in concern or in happiness. What is truly of worth to your thoughts? It is time to honor yourselves and your journey, and understand that there is support for you always. It may be difficult to sense or feel this support in your darker times, or when you can't seem to see past the darkness in front of you. We assure you we are there as we have always been, but when you ask and accept, the support can flow to you easily and without obstruction. The energies are intense for you all at the moment. We've seen many of you about to break under the pressure, but yet you have not given in. You are strong and courageous more than you realize. This may be tested, but as you try not to go against the flow of energy and instead go with it, peace and harmony can overcome. This month you will have many more upgrades to your abilities, and you will start to get used to this. Extra sensitivity and extreme empathy are big signs you are on the next stage of your journey. Well done. Over time, and with patience and added knowledge, which is also downloading by you, all of this will not be so harsh. Soon you'll all be sent daily upgrades, so be sure you are cleansing yourself and taking note of your feelings, going with your feelings so you can heal and attune to these frequencies easily. We angels are always proud of you and your efforts. Trust, accept, shield yourself, keep vibrations high in the joy levels, so keep laughing, create and retrain your mind to change the entire cycles of your lives. We are with you. Love, Asmodel. And the reason that they use, when the angels talk, they say we, is because they always come with the power of many, 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 many millions of angels. So it is a collective, a group giving you a massive hug. And, also, I just wanted you all to know that, as we go through these changes together, obviously I'm going to be talking about different things over time, because it's impossible to know exactly how each one of us are coping with things. But I would just like to explain what I'm feeling at times, and I feel that this way you might say to yourself, well, that's exactly what I'm going through. I feel we're all connected in that way, and I feel that's the reason why many of you are drawn to Divine Miracles, is because you feel like you know me, or you feel like this person gets it, or this person understands. And that makes me feel amazing, because a lot of the times I think to myself, oh, I won't say that on video, and I do it anyway. And people, and that very thing that I was thinking of not saying, someone says to me, I'm really glad you did, because that was exactly where I'm at. But I just want you to know that I am there for you, and I do my best to bring as much information as I can for free, as well as I obviously do other types of readings and things. And on that note, on talking about readings and things, I've made a half price special for the month of April. So you buy one reading, you get a second one for half price. And that's awesome value there. But I also do things like donate. So if you can't afford something and you just want to ask like 1 or 2 questions or whatever, you can just donate a little bit of money, even if it's $1, just for my time, just for me to sit there and do it for you. And I don't mind helping. I do free attunements and give away free things. And please take your free ebooks with you. I'm going to write some more ebooks. And I'm doing this free tarot course for you, and from that people have said, okay, we want a free oracle course as well, you know. So I'll do my best to show you some different methods of divination if that's what you guys really like to do. I have got a healing course, which is actually a massive healing course, which is going to be written out for you, so you'll receive a manual. And I'm still working on this. Please be patient with me with my healing course, because I don't want to leave anything out, you know. And every time I think to myself, well, I've nearly done this chapter, you know, something else opens up and away we go. But with the healing course, that will teach you, you know, some business ethics and how to get started, you know, how you can best have an awesome practice. And you don't need 1,001 certificates. All you need to be doing is doing it, you know, from the heart. And the more that you do it, then the more the word of mouth gets around, kind of thing. But I'll teach you all that in this course. So this is a teaching year for me, for all of you guys. And it's the thing that I love to do the most, as you'll notice as we go along. So if there is something in particular that you wanted to learn more about, or you want me to create a course about it, and, you know, I can give these things away. That's what I can do to give back, you know, to the world. I can give a lot of these things away, but at the same time, you know, I'll also be creating things so that I can come and see people, and we can have a group, you know, course and things like that as well. So thank you all for listening. Just remember, all the links to all the freebies and healing and readings and things are down below. You can also find me on all social media at Devine Miracles. There's some things in social media I haven't got yet. I'm not really good at Instagram, and I'm not really good at Twitter, but I'm on there and I'm starting to get into it a little bit more. But you'll most likely find me on Facebook, or else you can just join my spiritual website, which is divinemiracles.ning.com, and that way you can put your own blog posts up there, you can talk to other people, you can create groups and all kinds of things, and all the links are down below. So I just hope that this finds you in a really happy place, or it's helped you in some way, and I'm looking forward to the next time I make a video for you all. And until then, it's goodbye for me. Bye everyone.